Let's get to Kansas City. If the Chiefs fall behind the Browns early on Sunday, do not fret. Last year, remember, they made a living out of coming back. They won a game after being down 24-0 against the Texans, and then they fell behind against the Titans in the AFC title game, and they came back and they won that one easily. And then, of course, in the Super Bowl, as you know, they were down 10 points in the third quarter, and they came all the way back and ripped off 21 straight to win. So they are the masters of the comeback. But if the Chiefs do fall behind, the Cleveland Browns have shown they can keep putting points up. This season, including the playoff game, the Browns have significantly more 40-point games, multi-touchdown quarters, and 50-yard plays than Kansas City. So the Chiefs are comeback kings, but Cleveland may be their match. So, Damian Woody, let me come to you. The other day on this show, Dan Orlovsky said the way Cleveland wins this game is to have 3 touchdown drives of 7 minutes or more. They occupy the ball, they put it into the end zone, and they keep Patrick Mahomes on the sideline. Is that their blueprint to winning this game?
Yes, absolutely. And Granny, I go back to something that you're familiar with is ground and pound. You know, during my time with the Jets, we faced far superior teams as far as talent, but we were able to eat up clock and run the football. Rex Ryan always talks about attempts. And I've looked at the Cleveland Browns. They have one of the best offensive lines in football. They got the best duo of backs in the National Football League. Pound the Kansas City Chiefs into the ground. Okay, when Patrick Mahomes has lost games, it's really been teams that's had a high number of attempts and over 160 yards rushing. Okay, that fits right into what the Cleveland Browns want to do. Eat up the clock with that ground game.
Nick, does it make sense to you?
I mean, maybe it's out of context from the rest of what Dan had to say, but my math says that's 3 touchdowns. That is not enough points to beat the Kansas City Chiefs. So you can have those 3 long touchdown drives you want as long as you add on a couple other 2-minute drives that end in touchdowns also. That Browns defense is not going to be good enough in the secondary. I'm not sure about if they're going to have Denzel Ward back or not, but I'm not sure that he alone is going to be enough to match up with the weapons that they have on KC's offense. So that's going to be the problem. So, okay, you can eat up all the clock on these long touchdown drives, but you're going to need to score more than 3 touchdowns to beat the Kansas City Chiefs. You're not going to hold them to 10 points. Even if your defense is great, it's going to be tough to hold them to 10 points. And the Browns defense is not very good.
It's a fascinating thought there. There's something to keep in mind for everybody. The specific weakness of the Browns defense feels like the exact thing that Kansas City should be able to take advantage of. The other thing that I think is in play in this game is Andy Reid coming off buys. We touched on it briefly earlier in the trivia question. He just doesn't lose these games.
He doesn't. And look, it's not a coincidence, right? I mean, this is an all-time great game planner and play caller that, you know, given an extra week to figure it out, definitely has an advantage. I mean, these are crazy numbers, 26-5 coming off a bye. So, yeah, I think it's tough. I mean, the Browns are built in some ways to do this because you saw the numbers on the explosive plays. And if they get a lead in the fourth quarter, Nick Chubb is 10 yards a carry in the fourth quarter this year. So they are built to put it away. But the problem is Mahomes only needs 1.5 minutes to score the touchdown, right? I mean, the last Raider game, Raiders had him beat, 1.5 minutes left. He goes right down the field. So I don't know what you do about that.
Yeah, I think Nick is right. You don't beat this team 21-20. That's not on the list of options. You have to do those drives that Dan was talking about, and you have to have a few more to beat them with the explosive plays. Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.